doctor is in, and it's Women's Health Week this week. This morning, we're focusing on female athletes and the dangers of overtraining. Now, high-performance women athletes appear to be in peak physical condition, but there can be a series of hidden problems from infertility to eating disorders. Now, joining us this morning is Cristela Guzman. She's a nurse practitioner, and she's at the Manukau Omalama Integrative Clinic right here in downtown Honolulu. Good morning, Cristela, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
So you look at these professional athletes, and they have amazing physiques, but internally they have what's called the female triad, the female athlete triad. What exactly is that?
Well, it's a medical concern that consists of 3 different symptoms that women typically can, or female athletes can present. They come in with disordered eating, loss of menstrual cycle, and osteoporosis.
And that loss of menstrual cycle, could that lead to infertility as well?
It can. The loss of menstrual cycle, which means 3 consecutive losses of a menstrual cycle over 3 cycles, can lead to infertility and also particular cancers or certain cancers.
And what's the significance of the triad?
Well, the significance of the triad, of course, is the first one is disordered eating. We're familiar with anorexia or bulimia. It could be simple as skipping meals or restricting calories unnecessarily. The second part of loss of menstrual, we already talked about the fertility or loss of fertility in the future. The third part of it is osteoporosis, which is weakening of bones, which can lead to fractures in the future.
What about some of the risks, and are there any athletes in particular that are at risk of some of these dangers?
Well, really, it's any really athletic female who goes out and works out at the gym, any athletic sports. It could be dancers or competitive sports that emphasizes the win all at all costs kind of mentality, really are predisposed to this.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a professional athlete or college athlete. It could be just a woman who works out to the extreme, and we all know somebody like that who just works out like crazy, and it just has a lot of internal impacts, doesn't it?
Right, it does. And so really the importance is to build awareness. It's you know, the significance and the physical problems that can happen. It's really important for us to tell, you know, parents and family members about the triad.
And really quickly, I mean, what can family members do? Because, you know, let's say you have a friend or a relative who just works out a lot. How do you say, you know, slow down, it's okay, you don't have to go so crazy at the gym?
Right, really it's just recognition. If they start saying, hey, you know, or recognition of them not eating or restricting their diet, to send them to a medical provider so they can talk to them.
All right, Cristela Guzman, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And again, it is Women's Health Week, so if you want to if you want to see this interview again or watch any of the segments on our morning news, you can check out the morning section on KITV.com.